This is like one fan in Bangalore heat. Nice air you're getting. Huh?
It's quite cool.
Very cool, chilled it is. What is the fascination with humans and birds? Either we are, bird watching, or we are bird keeping, or we want to keep birds. And again, what is that fascination to catch exotic birds and bring it home and keep it? I guess it's human tendency. Anything beautiful, we want to bring it home and keep it safe. It's a natural human tendency. As a child, I was also fascinated by birds, very fascinated. But then my parents didn't let me keep them because they said, no, birds are generally very noisy, you keep fish. And I became a fish expert. At the same time, the person we're going to meet today, his parents allowed him to keep birds. He became a bird expert. So we're going to meet Gulab Bhai today, and I am going to rekindle my fascination for bird keeping. As a beginner, I'm going to learn from him how to keep birds. So today we're going to discuss with Gulab Bhai and learn. So let's call this video the Bird Keepers 101, Beginners in Bird Keeping. Okay, chalo, let's go meet Gulab Bhai. I have here with me probably India's best bird keeper, hobbyist, business person, and so much knowledge that probably every bird keeper in India has at some point in time met him, learned from him, and some interaction has happened, and there are many. I'm not going to waste too much time on introduction and all. I'm going to get straight to the point. So, how long back did you actually start this bird keeping?
Well, I've been in this field from the time I was born itself.
Oh, super.
It's my forefathers' business, so we can actually go back to about 50, 60 years,
Wow.
70 years.
Wow.
So my father's grandfather was the one who started this. That is from where we know.
So you are a fourth generation bird keeper. Awesome. So basically, what we can say, Gulab Bhai, and see, I'm saying Gulab Bhai because his name is Mr. Gulab, okay, but Bhai in India or in Indian is elder brother, with respect. So, Gulab Bhai. What we're trying to say is when we were bird watching in college, we were all bird watching, you were bird keeping.
What kind of bird?
Now that I can't describe on video.
Chirpy birds.
Yes, very chirpy. See, the idea of this conversation is to, share information on how to start off with bird keeping. Okay. Now, you have known me for many years and you have always known me for keeping fish. And I've also, interacted with you many times because ye bird kaun sa hai, wo bird kaun sa hai, what is this, which is this, which breed is this a hybrid, is this correct? All of these questions I've had, but I've never kept birds. So let's say this is a beginner's class for me and of course for all the viewers. I have some basic questions. You of course please answer those questions, and if I'm asking the question wrong, correct me there also. So that will be helpful for all of us. So if somebody wants to start off with bird keeping, what is the first thing they should understand, know, learn?
Okay, the first thing for a beginner is, he has to be passionate about this.
Of course.
Passion should be there. It is just not like somebody's having birds and then even he wants to keep a pair of birds.
Yeah.
So that passion is inbuilt in the person.
That want or that chart, that craving should be there. Yes.
So then for a beginner, I would definitely suggest Budgies or African lovebirds or cockatiels. See, these three are the most common pets in birds that is kept not only in India but throughout the whole world today. And they breed, they are very prolific breeders, they are very hardy, very chirpy. Cockatiels are very, talkative also, and these birds can be tamed. If they are raised from small chicks, they can be tamed. And for a beginner, this is one of the best pets that they can have.
Of course, Budgies are also those little parrots or parakeets,
Yes.
The common name.
Australian parakeets.
They are all Australian.
They are called Budgies, but in India, most of them refer to them as lovebirds.
Lovebirds,
Actually,
correct. That's what I was going to say.
They are called Budgies.
Lovebirds. Now that's the bird watching we were doing. what you said is very interesting. I personally would want a bird to start with, where I have a nice interaction. No, of course, the lovebirds are very pretty, colorful. Okay, there's the blues, the yellows, the greens, and all of those are so pretty. And then, of course, African lovebirds or African parakeets. What are they?
Lovebirds.
African lovebirds. Now, but those are lovebirds.
Yes.
Okay. Now, those also have very colorful. They're more bulky compared to the normal lovebirds.
They have a short tail.
Okay.
And they are referred as African lovebirds. And today, in captivity, we have more than at least 150 or 200 different colors
and variants. Wow, 150 colors. Oh my god.
And then even in the bajrikas, the normal bajrika found in the wild is always green in color.
Okay.
So today you have so many different
colors, blues and oranges and all sorts of things. Not orange.
Green, cinnamon, yellow.
Not orange.
Whites, full yellow.
So there are no orange, reds and those colors are
no, not yet.
Not yet. So, what would be a bird that would be good as an interaction?
See, any bird, if you want it to be like a companion in your home, the best bird would be to take a small baby, hand raise it and tame it. These are
it relates you as a parent or a brother or a sibling or that kind of a thing.
Correct. These birds become very tame, they become very interactive, and you can enjoy them, having them as a pet at home.
See, a couple of more questions. I'll go into serious detail of the size of the cage and food and all in a little bit. More general questions, Now, suppose we talk about the bajrikas, the African lovebirds and the cockatiels. What is their lifespan? How long will they be with us?
See, most of the parrots, parakeets have a good lifespan. Bajrikas 10 to 15 years, 14 years in captivity.
That's a lot of time.
In captivity. African lovebirds also the same lifespan. Cockatiels can go up to 18 years also in captivity.
So that's a good span. It's almost like a dog or a cat.
Yes.
Yeah.
The smaller birds have
that thing. Superb. See, the other thing is, one of the most complicated thing that I personally feel is, there are a dime a dozen shops all over we see. And today, any pet shop outside, there are some birds. What are the few points that we should visually see before buying a bird?
Basically, the color, health.
Color. So, color should be bright.
Yeah, whatever, bright color.
Bright color.
And then the health of the bird.
When you say health,
it should be good free flying, not, gone into a corner with ruffled feathers and all that. So that shows some kind of stress or...
So, also the shine on the feathers matter. Okay.
Shine. And, when generally looking at a bird, you can make out the bird is healthy. Any bird that is, with ruffled feathers or in a corner or something like that, you should avoid those birds.
Avoid those birds. Is there anything else? Maybe is eating normally something like that?
If they are, stressed or something, they do eat something. But, by looking at the bird itself, you can make out that, okay, this bird looks fine. And if there is sick, definitely you can see those.
You can definitely make out. You can see it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, important thing, color, vibrance, health, shine, general movement. Very important. Just like fish.
Absolutely.
Just like fish.
Yeah.
Because that's the same thing we say.
Same thing you say.
See, just like fish. Now, see, before buying the bird, how should I prepare at home? What should I do at home?
You should make sure that the cage, the place, everything is ready at home.
Okay, what do you mean?
Buy and search a cage.
Yeah, that's exactly my point.
First thing is keep everything ready at home. At least keep the place ready at home. See that it is not in an open place where, cold wind or direct sunlight for half a day, things like that. Make sure you keep the birds in a sheltered place.
See, generally, let's say for example, there is no direct sunlight, but it's on a balcony.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, but in the night you bring it inside.
Yes, you have to. If it's a small cage, you can bring it inside. If you're planning to make a big aviary, for example, you want to leave, say, 20 pairs of birds inside, then what you do is you make sure that at least 2 portions are covered. Or at least 3 portions, 2 half and 1 full.
1 full.
That is covered, and the front portion, especially during winter, make sure that you cover the whole thing.
Correct.
Because it is extremely cold in Bangalore.
So the point is, what is the ideal temperature for these beginner birds? That is the African lovebird, the regular lovebird, and cockatiels.
Indian climate, absolutely fine for
perfectly fine.
No problem.
Only during winter, little bit of precaution.
And if you want to keep them in an aviary, make sure you keep all their breeding boxes nesting material, the pots and everything, so that they can go and rest in the night there and breed also.
Okay. What about places like Delhi or Rajasthan or higher northern areas where the temperature drops really low?
That's what you'll have to have a proper shelter.
Or you have to have them inside in a more covered area.
Yeah, otherwise what you can do is you can have half the cage inside and half the cage outside.
Yeah, so they can have the
During
best of
winter,
both.
just close off one portion so that you don't get that cold breeze coming in.
What are the things that should be inside a cage? Let's say I'm either it's a cockatiel or a African lovebird or a budgies. What should be there inside the cage besides the cage? Of course, the cage is important.
Yeah.
What all should we have?
Basic necessities is the food, water.
So there's a bowl for the food.
Bowl for food, water, and one more bowl for soft food. Soft food meaning you can have fruits, you can have leaves, you can have corn, apple.
Okay.
You need one more, at least minimum 3 containers.
3 containers you need just for them.
Purchase for the birds.
Yeah.
If it is a small cage. Big cage, same thing, but you can have a big
multiple.
Tree. Yeah.
Or you can have multiple bowls.
Yes. And you can have a big dead tree inside, branches inside. I mean, there is no limit.
No limit to what you can do. No limit to what you can
decorate the cage. Yeah.
Correct. See, now this is one thing I understood. Now you very clearly said that there should be some breeding box or nesting material. I've seen some people use terracotta pots. I've seen some people use wooden box.
That's fine.
Which is ideal.
Fine. Anything is fine.
Anything is fine.
Most of the people here down south, they have the pots, mud pots for breeding budgies and African lovebirds. They also have wooden boxes also. But you see in Bengal, they have pots for cockatiels also.
Oh, okay.
Not many people keep pots here in south.
They keep boxes.
Yes, they keep pots for cockatiels also.
Okay.
And they breed just fine.
What do you mean by nesting material?
Any nesting with wood shavings.
Wood shavings.
Yeah, wood shavings or any
dry grass.
Dry grass.
Okay.
Anything that is dried.
Okay.
The birds themselves will go and
so dry leaves and dry grass and all of
they
those
themselves will make nesting material out of it. Or you can also add the wood shavings and leave.
Okay. You can
it also gives them an urge to breed faster.
Breed faster.
If they see nesting material.
So when do these birds or at what age do they breed?
Different birds, different age of maturity is there. A budgies can breed in less than a year also.
Okay. That depends on the how healthy it is or the food and all of those
Not
things, right?
healthy, that is one thing. But also the maturity of these birds. Different birds mature at different ages. Yes.
Oh, ages, okay.
So cockatiels may take a little more than a year, 1.5 years. It's ideal for them to breed. African lovebirds also the same. Here we are talking about only these 3 species now for beginners. But for the bigger birds, the maturity can be 4 years, 6 years like that.
Bigger birds video we are going to make later. We'll stick to beginners now. Okay, we'll stick to the beginners. But yes, I've got a whole...
Not to confuse them,
yes.
Only it matures in 1 year.
Okay. So now I am planning videos with Gulab Bhai on other birds, exotic birds, macaw breeding. We'll talk about cockatoos. We'll talk about a lot of other species. Quick question. Which is the rarest bird you have seen?
Quick answer. Many of them are. You can't pinpoint to one bird.
Yeah, they're all interestingly different,
Yes.
Okay.
It all depends on, I won't say rarity, but whatever pleases a person.
Okay.
That looks pretty rare.
Okay, one more quick question. Rapid fire, Rapid fire. You have to give quick answer. Which is your favorite bird?
I would say cockatiel.
Cockatiel. See, this is amazing. I wanted you to hear this because someone who's seen probably every kind of bird. Why is it
Why
cockatiel?
Yeah. Because they are very affectionate.
Very affectionate.
They are tame. But on the second choice, if you give me, I would also select the Indian ringneck parakeet. A mutation.
I hope saying it is not banned.
The mutations in Indian ringneck parakeets, I will say, not talk about the wild ones.
No, but see, Indian ringneck parrots have been part of our culture, our tradition. Mittomia. Okay, in India, Mittomia, because almost all households would have a ringneck parrot. It didn't matter where. And there was always this, I don't know if it's a myth, today I'm going to ask you. If you give them chilies, they will talk faster.
No, nothing like
That's
that.
a myth?
Nothing like
But
that.
they'll talk anyways.
Yes.
All right.
most of the ringlets will talk.
Chili is nothing to do with chili. Right? Yeah, this
But
was a
they love
myth,
to eat
right?
chilies.
They love to eat
Yes.
chilies. Okay.
This is the saying.
Yeah.
You know, those days people used to say, "Usko chili de do to
jaldi baat karega."
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Okay. So Indian ringneck, which is the worst bird for a beginner to keep?
See, normally what happens when somebody walks in, they get fascinated by macaws, cockatoos, grey parrot. That craving suddenly, you know, mere ko ye chahiye. Never go in for all these big birds unless you have kept the smaller birds and got experience with them.
So, yeah, experience with the smaller birds because you will make lesser mistakes because they're hardy and they teach you how to handle.
Also, one more thing is for a beginner, if they are really passionate, they can carry on this. And then from the Bajrikar, you know, they can suddenly jump to sun canures or some other
Slightly larger parrots.
then they can go for a grey parrot or something like that. But
don't start with those.
To some, the novelty of keeping ceases, you know, after about a week or 10 days, and then the whole responsibility is given to the poor parents to take care.
Yeah, not only that, I've heard a lot of you talking to a lot of people because they bought and suddenly they come back, sir, my bird is not healthy, it's not eating, they get paranoid, right?
No, initially, you know, they may make some mistake, or you know, they may get really concerned, thinking that something is actually wrong. Kuch theek se nahi kha raha hai, bird is not eating properly, aisa karke. But nothing to worry about if they've kept it in a proper way and stick to the basics.
And last question here before we get into the cage size and kind of food and stuff like that, little more detail. I want questions. I'm asking from a perspective of a fish keeper. A lot of garke nuske, desi nuske, home remedies work for fish. We don't need to use unnecessary chemicals, and this is something I keep saying in all my videos. So, what do you say about this?
What I would want to say is that don't do anything special other than what is good. So what people do here is out of love, usko dete hain biryani dal do, let him eat.
Correct. That's the mistake.
This is what is a big mistake. Then they start giving chocolates and biscuits and all this.
These things don't digest.
You should never, just stick to the basis, everything will be fine.
The bird will be normal. So basically, one thing is get your information right. Today, I keep telling everybody, you're in an amazing time because you have internet. There's so much information.
Yes.
When we were growing up, we've not grown up, but still when we were growing up, we didn't have any internet. And we had to search or ask people, learn from them.
Yes.
Correct? And today you have so much information, reviews, and you can always talk to people like Gulab Bhai, learn before you actually get into the hobby. So you'll be in a better place. Right?
Correct.
So now let's get a little detail, but before we get that detail, I need to do a little bit of a setting change. I'll see you in a second. And we are back. Gulab Bhai, we have your favorite bird here. Okay, you just said cockatiels are your favorite. Okay. Do you believe that this is the ideal size of a cage?
Yeah, for a pair, this 2.5 feet cage is ideal size.
Ideal size. So this is 2.5 by 1.5 by 1.5.
By 1.5, yes.
Okay. 2.5 feet by 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet. Okay. Which is about 70 centimeters by 45 centimeters by 45 centimeters. This is good for two birds.
A pair of birds, comfortably you can keep them.
Okay. So they will be fine.
They'll be fine, and you can breed them also in this cage. You just have to fix a breeding box in the opening and the birds can breed also.
Okay, you can fix the breeding box here in this side. And these cages are designed in such a way where, there are multiple openings and there are handles and, all sorts of things.
Yeah, it becomes easy wherever you want to keep
Convenient
them.
to keep, move around.
You can even hang them on a wall. Just put 2 nails
and hang them on the wall.
Also, yes.
And this is if you just want to change water and
food and water
those
trays.
Kind of things, water trays, So you can fix that. It comes in cups.
Yes.
Right? You can take it out, wash it
and put it back.
So ideally, food and all those cups every day needs to be washed like our...
Yeah, water though is a must. You have to change them every day. And the soft food, especially the soaked grains, what you give, chana, green gram, wheat and all that has to be changed. And any soft fruits that you give, after 3-4 hours, if anything is left, it's better to remove them.
Remove it, throw it out. So don't leave food. So basically, don't leave any food waste in the side.
cage.
Now, yeah, this is an ideal cage for 2 birds. We have 3 because I like 3 all odd or prime numbers, so we have 3. Okay,
That's fine.
for kick's sake. Okay, but otherwise it's good for 2. Okay,
A pair of birds.
so what is the feeding routine?
Dry seeds, that is a mixture of cockatiel seed which you get ready made now. Sunflower seeds, millets, and
What is it called? See, in Kannada it is called naune.
naune they say.
Naune. In Hindi, what is it called?
Kangni they say.
Kangni. Okay, so just for clarification. Yeah.
And then normally for a cockatiel seed mix, you get naune, that is millets, Niger seed, linseed, sunflower seeds, safflower seeds, paddy, wheat, all that in a
You can
mixture.
give. Yeah.
So that dry fruit you can permanently keep it, and every day just blow it and top it a little bit.
Okay.
But water and the soft food every day has to
So,
change.
see, is there something that we need to take care, like, if there is too much chlorine in the water because BMC water or something like that?
Filtered water
is best. So, whatever drinking water is fine.
Whatever we drink, that's just
is fine. And what about soft food? Like you also mentioned apple, corn,
Apple,
grapes.
corn, not grapes for cockatiel.
Not grapes, okay.
Apple, corn, papaya.
Papaya.
You can also give them greens like coriander leaves.
Coriander leaves, yeah.
Palak, spinach. And,
So, you just wash nicely and feed, or should you blanch it or cook it? Nothing.
Just wash the leaves and to remove whatever insecticide.
So, I'd say best is you wash it with salt, water.
Normal water is enough.
Okay.
That's enough.
Okay. So these are basic things that you can do. Now, what about the routine? So let's say, what is the first thing we do in the morning?
Water, food.
Give us some kind of a time idea also.
The moment you get up in the morning, it can be 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock is also fine.
Okay.
Seed can be there permanently, so you just need to top it a little bit. But water and the fruits and all, you'll have to remove it in the evening. Fresh food you'll have to give in the morning.
In the morning.
And the fresh water also.
Fresh water. Then say about 3 or 4 hours you remove the fruit and everything.
Especially soft
if
food,
it is
that is
fruit,
of fruit or egg food.
Egg, okay.
Yes, all that should be removed.
So you're saying we can give boiled egg also once in a while?
You can give once in a way. You can give boiled eggs also.
So is it not like they're eating a chicken?
No, nothing that. It's good quality protein for them. And especially when they have chicks, it's always better.
Good quality protein.
Egg food.
See, because why I'm saying this is, I'm asking you this is, a lot of these birds naturally, they don't just eat seeds and fruit. They also eat worms and insects and all of that.
Yeah, in the wild, it's available, so they may go in for worms also. But in captivity, normally people don't give them mealworms and all. To soft bills, people give a lot of mealworms also.
But this kind of food is fine.
Yeah, you can give them
once in a way egg. But what is the routine? Again, once in a week,
once
twice
a week you can give them egg. Plus in the water you can give them multivitamins, calcium.
Vitamin or calcium.
Yes.
Okay. So basically now you've done this. It's about 4 hours. So you're saying 1 meal in the morning, 1 meal in the evening?
Not necessary. It can be for the day.
Okay.
Just remove the fruits
and remove it. So once in the day, and then maybe one little bit in the evening before you go to sleep.
Not required.
Not required. Once is enough.
Yes, it's enough.
So ideally, see, there is a myth that generally a bird will eat half its body weight in a day. Is that true?
No.
Okay.
Nothing like that.
So how much would this bird weigh? About 100 grams?
No,
less.
Should be at least about 200 grams.
So how much fruit should we give?
One small piece of apple is enough for a pair, and one small piece of corn is enough, and one stick of coriander leaves.
So some say about 30-40 grams.
That's it.
Yeah, so say about 1/4.
Yes.
So that's the ideal.
That's more than enough.
Okay,
yes.
That's perfect. Because they are constantly eating the seeds.
Also give the soaked chana, green gram and wheat also, or any grain seeds.
Sprouts.
Yeah, sprouts better.
Okay.
Sprouted seeds are always better.
Okay. What else could somebody want to explore if they want to explore? Of course, you mentioned don't feed biryani and ice cream and biscuit, but what else can they explore?
I think
like what about stuff like avocado or kiwi or
Avocado is one that you should avoid for any parrot.
Any parrot.
They say it is poisonous.
Poisonous.
It's always better to avoid avocado.
What about vegetables like carrot,
carrot,
tomato,
grated carrot and beetroot?
You can give.
Yeah, you can give almost on a day-to-day basis.
On a day-to-day basis. So these are some interesting choices of food that you could give. We understood the size of the whole thing. So you also need to have a water container, you need to have a seed container, and you need to have a fruit container. The fruit can be fed once in a day depending on what you need. The seed is always there.
Yes. Water
and fruit container needs to be changed very regularly.
Yes,
washed nicely.
And then put it back.
And say if if you get a small bird, always check with the person you're buying it from, how old is it? Is there some way we can make out how old they are?
See, normally babies, there are a lot of people who have learned how to hand feed babies now. They come in to buy small chicks, they want to raise them.
Yes.
To make them very friendly.
Yes.
So there is, nothing like that this should be the age or whatever. Bird is friendly, pick it up.
But
and now today you have bird food formulas.
Yes.
Baby food formula. So it is a fantastic thing.
Yeah, we have a lot of things there.
Yes. You don't have to feed them a normal home cooked.
Correct.
So this is the perfect balanced formula you get for.
So life is easy.
Yes. Yeah. Very easy.
So again, you can check with the shopkeeper if you want any other details that you need, where you buy it from.
Correct.
And always see that they're healthy. See, of course, there's two big fellows are sitting here, so they're kind of a little scared, but otherwise they're normal and they'll be ready to bite also. Anything else that you would like to add to this conversation?
Just make sure that the place you keep them is not, very cold or cold breeze or direct sunlight for a very long time. So all these things should be avoided. Loud music.
Okay. Loud music.
Music sometimes the bigger birds like cockatoos and macaws enjoy.
But these fellows, they get affected.
They get scared. They get startled. Anything that startles the bird, avoid. Swift movements or, throwing a stick or something like that. Avoid all those things in front of these birds.
So don't generally, just be normal. That's what I can say.
Approach them with caution.
Just be normal. When you're calm, I think they are calm.
They are calm, yes.
Yeah. And yes, small things like if you get guests at home and all that, and you really want to show the bird, I think you should explain what to do and what not to do, because I see a lot of people coming and banging the cage. That's not nice.
And
don't do that.
The most common thing is taking a key and
making those noises.
Yes,
that startles the bird. That's not nice.
And even if you have a pet like a cat or a dog at home, initially first few days they may get a little startled, but of course over a period of time they'll get used to it.
Super.
That's not a problem.
Superb. Gulab, I think, this is a lot of information to start off, as a beginner. So just to recap, So before you get the bird, learn about the bird you want to. Start ideally with cockatiels, smaller lovebirds or African lovebirds, or budgies or African lovebirds. Get a cage and, set your place where you'll keep the bird, all of that before you get the bird.
Correct.
Go to a reputed place, okay? Go to a place where the reviews are good. Go to a place where the shop itself is clean. Then the bird will automatically be healthy.
Yes.
That's important. When you're looking for the bird, look at the bird, the shine, look at the color, look at, the whole behavior. See, when I move my hand, they know what I'm doing because they can see, so they're alert. That's a very important thing. And overall, do a lot of reading about what you can feed, when you can feed, how you can feed. Of course, Gulab has given us a lot of information about it. So I believe that you are ready to start. Okay, with these basic points.
Knowledge.
If you still need more information, write to us, and I'll get Gulab to respond in the comments, or you can always connect with Gulab at Vet Pets in Bangalore. Address and details are in the description. Now, don't leave too quickly. We have a surprise for you. So, Gulab, of course, he is also going to be in the conversation. There you go. Bhai, hello, camera dekh ke baat karo. Uncle, camera dekh ke baat karo. Auntie hai, uncle nahi hai. Camera dekh ke baat karo. Okay. Wow. Whoa, calm down, calm down, calm down. ठीक है? So auntie है, uncle नहीं है. Okay, and very naughty. These are young 4-month-old
Green wing macaw.
green wing macaw. See? Yes. So this was the surprise, and of course, we will meet you soon with more details of exotic birds. Okay. So keep watching our channel. This is like one fan in Bangalore. Nice air you're getting. Huh?
Cool.
Yeah, cool, chilled it is. So, yeah, not you. Okay? So that fellow does, she does, so you also have to do, huh? She does, so you have to do everything. Huh? Naughty girl. So, Gulab bhai, thank you so much. I think we'll play with these fellows now. And to all of you, thank you, Namaste, Kudafish, Shabakher and Sat Sri Akal. We'll meet you soon with more interesting videos on amazing, beautiful birds like these. She said bye also. Okay? Bye. Abdi.
Said bye with a kiss.
Bye.
Bittu.